Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Kim Commando Today, your daily podcast to keep you up to date with all things digital and beyond. And I'd love to have you be a part of our podcast. You can make an appointment to speak with me. Just head over to commando.com, and on the top right, there's a button that says Email Kim. Fill that out, and that's it. So remember last week AT&T had that big outage?
Oh, yeah, I kind of heard about it.
Well, you thought it was like 6 billion people.
Well, I thought it was a legitimate big deal, but it turns out it was only like 70,000 people.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal.
So I was sitting at my other job. I do host a radio show here in Phoenix for iHeartRadio. And one of my coworkers got a text message from AT&T saying, "We are so sorry.
They are so sorry
for the outage. And any inconvenience that it has caused you, we got you."
Yeah, they're going to give you $5.
$5.
Yeah, $5.
And it's not $5 per phone number. It's $5 per account.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So if you have like 6 numbers or a family plan, no, you're only getting $1 you can share amongst the family.
The CEO says this is not our first network outage, and it won't be our last.
Great. That's super confidence in your technology.
I know. I thought that was really great. He said it's the reality of our business.
Oh, okay.
$5.
$5. Here's your link, and now get out of here, kid.
I was thinking, what can you buy for $5?
Nothing. Literally nothing. You can't even buy $4 with $5.
You can buy a bottle of water.
Well, maybe. Not Evian.
No.
Or Smart Water. I mean, I've seen Smart Water for around $3. So yeah, I guess you can get a bottle of water. That's it.
That's it.
Done.
And on that happy note, welcome. It's Kim Commando Today, where we should offer people $5.
How are you going to go about doing this?
I don't know.
Tread lightly before you
That's
start
true.
throwing out $5 bills.
Well, what happens is that I got an email from a company that I do business with, and they're offering $25 for a review.
That's it? All you have to do is write a review?
Yes.
Forward me the email.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the greatest product I've never used.
I started thinking about it. I'm like, $25. That's a lot of money for a review.
Yeah. What does it take you? 10 minutes?
Yeah. So I might be doing that.
You might start offering people money to review the show and the podcast and stuff?
No. I think I'm going to do it for $25.
Oh, you're going to be the review. Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
You'll do one and then never do it again.
That's true. You're right.
But at least you get that one under your belt.
But we are going to be talking about influencers.
Yes.
And how much money that they're making on Amazon.
Tons. I'm sure it's oodles upon oodles and oodles of money.
Well, let's just say.
Don't spoil it.
Okay.
I want to hear it when we get to the story.
Now, I'm Kim Commando.
You are.
And you are.
Andrew Babinski.
And then, so we need people to
share the podcast.
Yes.
If you're watching the live stream right now, just share it. Whatever you're on, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, just share it with someone. You like the show, someone else is going to like it. It helps us. It keeps us going. The more people watching, the longer we're going to be able to do this. We love the fact that we get to do it 5 days a week.
I know. It's a lot of fun.
Live. So just share the podcast with us and help us out. I look like Mr. Rogers today. I don't know why. Maybe I should undo this. It looks like I'm wearing a sweater.
It's very nice. Speaking of cellular.
Yes.
What do they call a cellular network of vegetables?
Celery network?
Yes.
Oh, God. That was literally a stab in the dark that I had no idea that would actually be the answer.
Well, see, I thought that if I could pass along like one of my great jokes, that somebody would be like, yes, I'm going to share.
They went to share it. They were about to click it.
No.
And then they heard celery network and they closed the browser.
And then don't forget, we need comments.
Yes, absolutely. Every single day, Maddie's upstairs. She's the producer of this show. She's reading all the comments. And right before we end the show, she brings them down. We read some of them on the air.
So here are the top 5 things that you need to know happening in tech right now.
All right.
Okay. Now, this is really big. In order to get your email through to certain people is that you need to have what's called a high domain authority. And you need to go through a lot of bells and whistles and hoops. And you got to pay people to get authenticated. And I know this because we send out, 500,000 emails every day.
So some of them get kicked back because you don't have this authority?
Well, no. Yes, if you don't have a high authority, that you're going to go right into the spam folder. So there's a big email domain hijacking campaign that's happening right now.
Okay, explain this to me.
MSN, VMware, McAfee, The Economist, Cornell, CBS, Better Business Bureau, Symantec, eBay, I mean, big companies, that they are getting their emails domains spoofed by hijackers. So it used to be like if you got an email from eBay, you could say, oh, well, this isn't really from eBay.
Right.
Okay. But now it totally looks like it's from eBay.
That's not good.
Right. And so Cash App, you have one, like here's one that it looks like it's like the final warning.
I mean, and that looks legitimate.
Looks legit.
But most of the time, these spam emails or these phishing emails will look legit. And then when you look at the address, it's like catchapp@steve.net.
These are legit domains that they're coming in on.
Wow, they're so smart.
Right.
These bad guys are so smart.
So the bottom line is this. If you get an email from a legitimate company and you're wondering if it's still legit, is that you have to be really careful.
Don't click on anything.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Even if you get an email from, like I got an email from SRP saying my bill was late. I didn't click on the link to go. I just opened a browser and went to my account to pay because I'm so paranoid about going through my email.
And that's what you need to do right now. So they're trying to shut it down, but right now it's a big, big problem. 8,000 domains, I think, have been hijacked. If you're on Windows and you have a PC that's reaching the end of life, what that means is no more security updates. As Microsoft says, they're automatically going to update your system to Windows 11 23H2.
What if you can? Really? They're just going to automatically update the entire?
Do you know why?
Why?
Because they want to get Microsoft Copilot on your system. Their AI.
But then they used to charge people for that operating system?
It's more money to them if they can get you to use AI.
But if I bought it a year ago and now you're just giving it away, I'm going to be annoyed.
That's right. Because fixing Windows is a pain in the glass. Oh, yes.
I liked it.
All right, Gen Zers. I am accused of this all the time. Keeping your phone on Do Not Disturb 24/7.
Yeah.
And Gen Zers are doing this because they say that they are tired of getting calls, notifications.
Anytime I go to text you, I have that little purple note at the bottom that says you are not taking notifications. And then I didn't know you can bypass that. Like you can say still send through the notification.
Notify anyway.
And then it sounds like a yell. And I actually apologized when I did that to someone. I'm like, I'm not yelling at you. I was just curious what happens if I hit this.
Yes, you always do that. I'm like, you know what? I'm on Do Not Disturb. Leave me alone.
I got to talk to you. Sorry.
If you use Avast antivirus software, the FTC just hit them with a $16.5 million fine.
For what? What'd they do wrong?
Well, as it turns out, when you were using your computer and you had Avast running, they were keeping track of everything that you were doing in your browser.
But I had their security so that wouldn't happen.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
That's it? Just a $16 million fine for that?
I thought it should be a lot more than that as well. Researchers are using digital bioacoustics. What do you think? Why would a researcher be using digital bioacoustics?
Well, first of all, I have to figure out what digital bioacoustics is. And I'm going to guess that's a recording of my voice.
Not you.
Not me.
No, recording of your cat and dog.
Why?
So they're doing this all around the world because they want to train AI so that AI can interpret what the dog and the cats are saying to their owners.
Oh, that's cool. Where are they getting the recordings from?
Just average Joes.
People are submitting them.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then also they're going down to like animal shelters and they're recording the dogs and all this other stuff. And so they say they are on the cusp of this breakthrough. And it's going to happen within 12 to 36 months. So you're going to have a device that will tell you exactly what the dog or the cat is saying.
I would buy it in a nanosecond.
Okay. But you know what? What would a cat say?
I hate you.
Yes.
Go away. You're bothering me. Feed me and leave, peasant.
It's you again.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so all these cat ladies, they're going to be so mad.
They're going to be so sad. Their 36 cats hate her.
It's going to be, that's it. Maybe we don't necessarily need that.
I think we do. I think it's interesting. But cat people, first of all, slow down. We were just making jokes.
That's true.
I had a coworker. When I was on the air with him, I was doing a segment with him, and I made a cats are evil joke. That's it. Really simple. Just being silly. They doxed him. They put his address, pictures of his house, all because we said cats were evil.
I love cats.
Yes, so do I.
Love cats.
They're the best. They're better than people.
All right. So what do you have talking about? What are you talking about?
Guess what? Stop me if you've heard this one. AI is lying again.
No.
Yes.
Honest?
Honest.
Really?
They're not telling the truth. And this one maybe could have started World War III.
I didn't hear about this.
It's pretty big.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Kim Commando today. It's your Daily Fun podcast about all things digital. Now, if you're watching us, that's great. Just a reminder that you can also get us just as a podcast.
Yeah, we tighten it up. We cut out all the farts and burps and put it on Apple and wherever you get your podcast. And you can just listen to the audio version.
Which is a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And this is like the last week for you to enter to win that $1,000 laptop.
Oh, yeah. Beginning of March. This thing's over.
That's right. So you want to go to winfromkim.com. winfromkim.com.
All you got to do is try the newsletter one time and you're entered to win.
And you're going to love it.
It's easy.
You got it. All right. So World War III?
World War III. So there's a media company. It's called Sherwood Media. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It's the media and publishing arm of Robinhood, the financial web app,
that makes
investment
sense.
app.
Sherwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have their own, media, and they saw the story, which I'm sure everyone has, of the lawyer in Russia who was in prison for 19 years and then died.
Suddenly.
And they wanted to put an article on their publishing site about it. So they went to Microsoft's Copilot.
Of course.
And they put in the prompt, write us a story. I mean, this is what journalism is now. Just putting in a prompt, copying and pasting.
It's awful.
Thankfully for them, they didn't copy and paste. They actually read what came out. And what came out was a story of the lawyer and why he was in prison for 19 years. He also had like another 11-year sentence for fraud tacked on to that. And that he had died and that the president had condemned Vladimir Putin, our president, Joe Biden, had condemned Vladimir Putin for the death. And that Vladimir Putin responded by saying, this is politically motivated and awful. Vladimir Putin has never talked publicly about the death of this lawyer. Never. He's never been quoted. He's never said anything about it. And Microsoft Copilot quoted him, put his comments in quotes. It never happened.
It was an accident.
It was. Thankfully, the person that was using Copilot at Sherwood Media was aware of what was happening. They didn't just copy and paste it and put it on their site. They went, wow, he's never commented about this. This is totally wrong. So they contacted Microsoft, and Microsoft said, our bad. Also, people need to use AI with caution and fact check every single thing that comes out of there. So it's not our fault. It's your fault for not fact checking it.
I read something last week that 60% of everything that it spits out is plagiarized.
Well, yeah, all it's doing is copying and pasting from the internet, right?
Yes, exactly.
And so 60% is plagiarized, 40% is a lie.
It's really great stuff.
But you still use it daily.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Are you
withdrawing from it or not finding it as useful?
No, I do find it useful.
Okay.
But I'm using when I ask it a question, I'll keep open ChatGPT and Perplexity.
So you're cross-referencing everything.
So I do both.
Now, do you use it to write full articles?
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, because the stuff that you put up on your website is not just copy and pasted.
No. That's all. Yeah, because you know what? It has no personality.
Right. But you're just using it for information gathering. Yeah,
I used it today because, I have this trip coming up for Japan. And so I was thinking give me some things to do while I'm there. And then it came up that I guess with Starbucks, there's only 5 roasteries around the world and there's one in Tokyo. And so, so that's what I was using it for today. But speaking of Vladimir Putin, this is one that you're going to want to tell your family member and friends.
You're going to tell a joke about Vladimir Putin.
Yes. What does Putin, Batman, and Will Smith have in common? What do they have in common?
I have no idea.
Will
Fresh
Smith
Prince. I'm going to guess something about Fresh Prince.
They all attacked a comedian. Get it? Ha, ha, ha.
Who did Putin attack?
Zelensky, Ukraine.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Zelensky.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Can we edit that to make sure I thought it was really funny?
All right, coming up, I'm going to be talking about Amazon influencers, how much money they make. So if somebody does, say, 2,200 videos,
Right.
on
That's
Amazon,
a lot.
it's a lot of videos. Okay, just how much do you think they're making?
Now,
How
is
much do you
this
think they're
affiliate marketing where you're taking those videos and putting them on social media to link back to Amazon to buy the product?
Yes, you can do that, but also when you go on Amazon, you see people like that are demonstrating different things.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So there's a woman that was written up in the Washington Post. Incredible story I read today. And actually, we're going to be writing more about it tomorrow. But before I tell the story, how much do you think that person is making with 2,200 videos?
You want me to make a guess right now?
Yes.
I'm going to say $5,000 a month.
No, just total for the 2,200.
I don't know, $10,000, $15,000?
Okay. All right, we'll keep it.
Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business. Like that, let's put it online and see what happens stage.
And the site is live.
That we opened a store and need a fast checkout stage.
Thanks. You're all set.
That count it up and ship it around the globe stage.
This one's going to Thailand.
And that, wait, did we just hit 1 million orders stage? Whatever your stage, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen.
Hey, it's Kim Commando today. We are so thrilled that you're joining us. Don't forget, leave a comment. I mean, say how incredibly wonderful I am.
Yeah.
Say that, that this is like the best thing that we've ever done. Say that you enjoy the radio show. Say that you love the newsletters.
I've worked here a while. Sucking up will always help with Kim, whether you're an employee or just someone commenting. Those comments go right to the top.
They sure do. And those shoes. So how much did you pay for those shoes?
Well, my new, which camera are they at? My new, Hey Dudes.
This is not sponsored, by the way.
My new Hey Dudes. Well, actually, I'm annoyed with Hey Dude. My new Hey Dudes came on Saturday, 2 days early. I bought 3 new pairs, all 3 pairs with the coupon code that I used. Because if you wait on the website, like if you fill up the cart and then you just wait.
Yes.
And just let it sit there, they get impatient and they're like, hey, what if we gave you 20% off? 3 pairs were $99.
Okay.
What was that response? Normally $78.
I wouldn't. I don't even know if I'd spend $30 for these things.
They're so comfortable. And you're seeing it in the comments. People are either saying, hey, dude, is a great brand, or I love those shoes. I'm going to go get a pair.
Okay. So are those like real shoelaces or are those just slip-ons?
They're stretchy shoelaces. These are slides.
Okay.
And here's the thing. I got the package delivered on Saturday. 3 pairs of shoes. I mean, some people, especially men, some men don't buy 3 pairs of shoes in their 50s, let alone at one time. I have gotten a marketing text every day from them since they've been delivered.
Saying what?
Time for a new pair of shoes. You want to get 15% off? Use this code. Time for a new pair of shoes. Here's $20 off. Let's slow down, hey, dude. I just wait a month at least before you market me.
Maybe they're just having trouble selling them and you're like the only person. I mean...
Does anybody want to email me? I'll give you my coupon codes so you can save some money on Hey Dudes.
So her name is Heidi Leatherby, and she's made 2,200 Amazon product videos in 6 months.
Okay, so I guessed about $15,000 to $20,000 is what she's getting in return for all that work.
She is part of the Amazon Influencer Program.
Okay.
So it lets people, they say, earn money by promoting Amazon products.
Is this a new program?
It's been around since 2017.
Okay, so it's not new at all.
And it's pretty hard to get into, I understand. That you don't need to have a huge social media following. You need to have just a little bit.
Okay.
So they're going for like the micro influencers.
Okay.
And then also that your videos can be live or they're taped on Amazon. So like they're trying to like really go against, I guess, like TikTok Shop.
Sure.
And so she says that she really wants to make 8,000 videos to leverage her experience as a Kindle author to reach Amazon shoppers. And
she is affiliate marketing. She's not just selling her products. She's selling other people's products and getting a commission on that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. And you need, in order to be accepted, you need to do 3 sample videos for Amazon. Okay. So they have like some type of vetting process rather. You were pretty close. 2,200 videos in 6 months. She made $14,000.
That's not a pretty good. I mean, now you think about it, all that work that goes into making one video.
Okay, how long do you think it takes her to make it?
I mean, even if you're super fast on it, you're using B-roll, I don't know, an hour?
Okay, well, if it takes a half hour, okay, because I was looking at the math. A half hour is like $6.36 per video.
That's not a good return.
No, I mean you're really making like $14 an hour.
Right, but you see all these people on TikTok who are nonstop throwing and asking you to buy this crap in the TikTok shop. It's nonstop. But I want to know you can't be making that much money. You got to be making like $1 or $2 a sale. It can't be that much. And obviously it's not.
Unless maybe I was thinking maybe it's something that they're hoping that will turn into something else. Maybe they'll get discovered.
Do they really want to be discovered, though? They just want to sell things. They just want to sell. I mean, that's why she wants to get to 8,000 videos, because she's also doing the math and she wants to 4X that $15,000.
That's true.
I mean, she's trying to get to probably $100,000 every 6 months in return.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
And
that's true.
You keep making commission, I'm guessing, on these videos.
Right.
So she'll still, that 15,000 will roll over and be 15,000 again, hopefully, next 6 months. And if you add to it, now 15 becomes 30, 30 becomes 45.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work.
It's a ton of work.
A lot of work.
And I think it's very kind of us to say that she could get a whole video done in just 30 minutes.
Yeah, because you know what? You have to try the product, test the product.
Mm-hmm. You got to film the product. You have to set up the cameras, set up the lights.
Do your hair, do your makeup.
So it's probably more like 2 hours per video. And, you're going to bang them out. You're going to take 10 products in a row and you're going to do all the filming. So you'll find a way to get it. I mean, obviously, she's done 2,200 videos in 6 months.
I know. It's crazy.
She's a production house.
Would you ever do it?
I mean, if the return was there, if the effort that I put into it would get back on the back end, sure. I don't think it's a bad way to make money.
What would you sell?
I mean, I'm sure anything and everything.
Okay.
Right. 2,200 videos. You can't limit yourself to one genre of product, right?
So, we sell Amazon products in our newsletter.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is our top selling product?
Wow. I'm going to guess it's something kitchen related. So some sort of kitchen appliance.
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
An iPad or some sort of...
No.
So now
it's not
you're looking at me like you're not even close, buddy.
Yeah. Because I'm surprised too.
Okay.
A Uniball pen.
Now, why is it the most successful? Do you measure success by the return? Do you get a better percentage when you sell a pen? Or
it's 4 pens for like $7. And I think we've sold, I want to say like 6,000 of these pens.
Okay. So it's just that you're looking at volume. That's the most success. Well, because it's cheap though. It's a very inexpensive product.
It's a special pen that if you still write checks, that it doesn't allow the ink to be washed off.
Oh, so it's like a security thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's 6,000 people who still write checks.
Yes. There's a lot of, I don't write checks.
You found your niche.
There it is.
The check writers of America.
All right. So restaurant owners.
Yes, there's a fight, and I want to see who you're going to side with. There's a fight online over a canceled restaurant reservation, and it got heated. It's not even actually close to over. I'm going to tell you about it. I want to see which side you fall on.
Oh, well, you know what? I always make restaurant reservations.
Okay, but are you going to side with the business owner, which you are, you're a business owner,
right?
Or are you going to side with the customer?
Oh, this is going to be a good story.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Kim Commando today, and we are so glad that you're here. It's time for us to read some comments.
Yes.
We got a lot about your shoes.
Good.
But before we get to your shoes, let's see. 7H3D. That's his username. Digital bioacoustics sounds like they are studying flatulence.
That's probably what they're starting interpreting what farts are saying next.
Exactly. Lou Mello says, I'm happy to take a Kim Commando $5 bill.
Yeah.
That would be good.
I'd take payment as well. Well, I do get payment, I guess. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about your shoes.
Okay.
Jason Mack says, show me the shoes, Andrew. Show me the shoes.
All right, here's the new pair.
Oh, God, you had to take off?
Where's the camera? There we go. This is the tricolor Conway. It's a slide on with stretchy laces, and you just boom, slide it on. We're done. They're so comfortable.
Your socks are gray. You need new socks.
I know. I have just bought 24 new pairs.
Wow, that's really
That's
something.
not them, though. That was just at the bottom of the drawer.
So how much you pay for those shoes?
$30 on average.
Yeah, I wouldn't even buy them for $30.
I'll be debuting a new pair for the next 3 days.
Lou Mello says the shoes are cool, Andrew.
Yes, they are, Lou. Thank you. And you're cool, Lou.
I don't know.
It's just you don't understand the suburban dad, middle-aged comfort factor that comes with these. These are the most comfortable shoes. If I wasn't wearing these, I would be wearing tennis shoes. Would you be critical of tennis shoes?
I just think these are ugly. I mean, they're just. I mean, it's like whoever designed them. They need to go back to school.
Tomorrow it's just tan. It's one color tan. It's like a boat shoe, a classic boat shoe.
Maybe it's that. Maybe it's like the wideness of the shoe.
I think you just are afraid of change.
I am not afraid of change. But the best comment of all comes from Richard Monroe. Mm-hmm. Richard says, Kim, you are beautiful and smart, and Andrew's shoes are ugly.
Oh, God. Can we block Richard from the feed?
Thank you, Richard. Oh, love you.
All right. So a guy is traveling to Boston for vacation.
Yes.
And he's got all these things booked. And he gets sick. He's hospitalized. Cancels his entire trip.
Oh.
When he gets back from the hospital, starts calling hotels, trying to get his money back, deposits back. Everybody's working with him. There's a restaurant, though, in Boston from a celebrity chef. I believe her name was Jill Royal.
Okay.
And she owns the restaurant called Table. And we're going to do the tasting menu. 7-course tasting menu at the restaurant.
That's normally expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap. We're not going to Bennigan's.
Right.
And they call and they say, unfortunately, I had to go to the hospital and I had to cancel my reservation. And they said, well, sorry, we have cancellation policies, $125 a person. You and your wife will be charging you $250. He's not confrontational, hangs up the phone, waits for the charge to appear in his credit card, calls the credit card company and says, hey, I have travel insurance on my credit card. And when I was going to travel, I made this reservation and I had to go to the hospital because I was sick. Whole trip was canceled. Credit card company's like, no problem. Charged it back. A couple days go by and the chef, the celebrity chef in Boston of Table, reaches out on social media to him and says he's pathetic and that charging back that cancellation fee was hurting her small business and that he should be ashamed.
Okay, so where did she put this?
DM, private message to him.
All right.
Through social media.
Okay.
So then he sends this long response. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure he used ChatGPT. I mean, it was so like prim and proper and you have as best day as possible, is very hoity and toity.
Okay.
But he sent it back to her, then took screenshots and put it online. She gets upset. And she's known for pretty much coming after anyone that comes after her.
Okay.
And she starts attacking him publicly after he posted the messages. Well, social media does what social media does, and everyone starts attacking back. And they're siding with him. He had insurance on his credit card. He also was sick. She says she doesn't believe it. She doesn't believe he went to the hospital. It was a poppycock, and that he's lying. And now she's threatening legal action against him for harming her business and putting the private messages online. Who are we siding with?
Wow, this is a tough one.
Is it?
Well, because I can see both sides. I mean, I can see she has a small restaurant and that she depended upon that $250 to pay for the food that she bought, the staff, the insurance, the lights, and everything like that. And normally when you do a tasting menu, it's a limited number of people that are in that restaurant. Or that, whatever that seating arrangement or whatever it may be.
Here's one thing I was confused before. Can I interject instead of interrupt? If you have traveler's insurance, why is the restaurant not making the money? Shouldn't the insurance pay the restaurant pay back the customer?
I am confused about that. I am too.
But it just went down as a chargeback on the card. She was not given the $250 and he received it back.
Yeah.
I thought the insurance policy would cover that.
I thought that it would as well. So I'm a little confused about that, how that went down. But I can also see, obviously, his side. I mean, he was in the hospital, right?
As far as we know.
Did he show proof?
I did not see in the article or in any of his social media where he showed proof that he was in the hospital. There was one post. Look at that. I see that in your eye.
Yes.
There was one post, though, where he also commented about the trains were running behind. Then he went to the hospital. So now people are, the internet detectives are saying, oh, the trains were late. Then you use the hospital excuse. Maybe you never went to the hospital. The trains were late and you were going to miss everything. So you canceled the whole trip and tried to get your money back.
Okay, so, if you ever do want to cancel something like that, what you do is you just call them and you say, I have COVID. I mean, and they will be like, no, don't come near us.
I'm still coming in, but I just want to let you know I have COVID.
Yes.
And Ebola.
Yes.
And swine flu.
Dengue fever, whatever it may be. Well, she did the wrong thing by DMing.
Of course.
I mean, that's not classy.
You're just setting yourself up.
So that wasn't too bright.
No.
That's not too smart. Okay. He probably should provide proof of the hospitalization.
I would think.
Okay.
I would think the credit card company, if they are using this insurance, would probably ask for it.
Yes. But she probably should have just said, okay, and then maybe banned him if he ever wanted to make another reservation.
But it's also $250. I mean, is your reputation
No, this is not good.
worth more than $250?
Would you? Okay, if you were in Boston, this is like a great restaurant. Would you go there?
If I found out all about this,
Yes.
no, it would totally turn me off from going to have her restaurant. And I
wouldn't want to go.
I love going to high-end restaurants. Like Maple and Ash is one of my favorite places here in the Valley, and you can't really get much higher end than Maple and Ash. And that place is expensive.
Did you wear those shoes there?
You know what?
Sorry.
Of course I did. It's the fashion statement. But if I found out something like this about the owners of Maple and Ash, it would totally change my mind about supporting them as a business.
So what should she have done?
Nothing.
Yeah.
You just eat it.
Yeah.
And you go on. What people think that a DM is or some people call them PM, private messages. There's nothing private about it.
No. Even like those expiring messages. Okay.
Vanish mode.
Yes. No. Because somebody take a screenshot and that's it. You're done.
It never vanishes.
No. Mm-mm.
There's no reward for the risk. Now, there was an article written about her, I think in the Boston Globe a couple of months prior, where basically she said, don't mess with me. Like, I am, a strong, independent woman, and I will fight back. And I don't know if getting an article written about her in the local paper pushed her to the fact where she needed to prove that she will fight back. But there was no win. There literally was no win.
No.
About coming after this guy.
No. And I have made reservations and I had to cancel them where you do have to give a deposit. And you know what? It's just like, all right, well, you know what? My bad.
But it's also communication too. Like I had a tickets for an event that there was a 24-hour cancellation policy. I was inside the 24 hours, but I called him and said, listen, I can't make it, but I know I'm not getting my money back, but can I use that as a credit towards a future visit?
That's smart.
And they were like, absolutely, no problem. We'll make a note here. And next time you want to come, you have a $200 credit sitting there waiting for you. There's so many better ways of handling that.
Okay, I have a great joke to end on.
Good.
Now, this is funny. This is a funny joke.
Most jokes, when you're aggressively told they're funny, you're going to laugh out loud. I cannot wait.
This may be one of my best jokes.
All right.
And I found this joke on the internet.
Okay.
When I read this joke, I laughed.
Okay. That's a great response to a joke.
Because I was like, and I was like, and I knew you were talking about a restaurant. I didn't know the story. So I said, I needed like a great joke at the end that's going to be like laugh out loud funny.
And it ties into our last story.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's going to be one that you're definitely going to want to use this on your show.
We're going full circle here. I love this.
And everybody who's watching, they're going to be like, this is the funny joke.
They're going to think you need to go on tour, some sort of stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, we'll just start in the West Coast. We'll make it really easy on you.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a few cities.
We're ready.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you sure you're ready?
I'm locked in.
Okay. You're going to laugh.
I know.
Okay.
With this buildup, I better.
Okay. A guy says, my wife stopped me from taking my first bite at a restaurant, saying that we need to say the prayer first. And I said to her, no, there's no need for us to pray. And then my wife said, but why? We always pray at home when I cook dinner. And he says, because I think we're fine here. The chef knows what he's doing.
It's cute.
Okay.
Cute.
Did you laugh?
I giggled. It was a courtesy giggle.
Oh.
It was cute. I knew the punchline 13 seconds into the joke. 13 words, excuse me. I knew what was coming. I knew it was going to be that I don't need to pray. No. Sorry.
Sometimes it just hurts.
That was a good one.
Okay, good. All right, yes. Okay.
Best joke ever.
Best one ever. I'll try harder.
Please.
Thank you.
This program is a copyrighted production of Westar Multimedia Entertainment and protected by the copyright laws. Any rebroadcast or use of this program for commercial, business, economic, or financial purposes without the written permission of Westar Multimedia Entertainment is strictly prohibited.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.